your work associates, um, your crew, your tribe, your work compadres. They feel like friends but family. They're really at the very heart of the success you're trying to bring in for yourself. Five of Swords to me says that there are going to be differences of opinion. You're going to find yourself maybe not seeing eye to eye with everyone on everything. And you may even feel some of that resistance during this week. But basically, your associations feel like they're functioning and they're really kind of at a heightened level. But at the center, we have this little bit of mischief going on. Um, we'll get to that in just a second, but I want to start out at in the early portion of your week coming up. We've got you feeling ambitious and very focused on what it is that you're bringing in for yourself, attracting in maybe certain kinds of energies, elements, even people that maybe are more difficult to deal with. Because this is going to talk to me about an energy that feels unsettling, harsh, even cruel. When it comes to the Seven of Swords, for me, he's the unpleasant customer walking through the door. He's the guy that you're going to have to just agree to disagree with everything on. He's got an edge of, let's see what kind of damage I can do before I leave. It's a heavier energy that kind of feels like it wants to not quite destroy what you're doing, but it definitely wants to put a hindrance on progress here. So maybe around the middle of the week, as you see yourself working towards the things that you're looking for balance, you're looking for harmony, you're looking for stability in your work environment, about midweek for someone, you're definitely going to have to personally, one-on-one, handle this kind of sneaky feeling, maybe angry, hateful. It's a disagreeable energy. Pardon me. To me, it's a very disagreeable energy. But, and maybe it's someone you're dealing with, and maybe it's a problem that you're having within your circle of associates. But really, it's okay. It's all going to work out. It's a passing energy. And it feels like some sort of a heightened issue with maybe communicating with a client or a work associate. There's some uncomfortable energy that comes about midweek for someone. But otherwise, you're really kind of sitting like a cherry on top of your cake this week. Except for at the very heart of it, we have this very disagreeable kind of, it just feels like it's going to be an angry customer or someone who is finding displeasure with your happiness in some ways. It feels like someone comes along and has a disagreement with your peace of mind. And they're really kind of trying to bat you down or something. But it does sort of maybe it takes you by surprise. This disagreement, this inability to meet like-mindedly. Other than that, when it comes to getting control of that situation and handling it quite professionally. I think there are winners and there are losers in this disagreement, but I really think that you're coming out on top. Whatever it is that the disagreement is between you and others, feels like you're still going to come out feeling good, working well, having a good, tight association with those that you're working with. So even though it feels like you've got a single kind of disagreeable moment happening in the middle of your week, the rest of it looks really good. All right, let's see what I've got. Do I need clarifiers here? Yeah, I want to find out what the Seven of Swords is really bringing to the situation. We want to know what the Seven of Swords is really all about. Well, with melancholy here, you may be dealing with a feeling or emotion that you've dealt with before. Maybe even a person that you've dealt with before. This woman, as she reflects on the situation, she is looking to the past. And maybe you're wondering, maybe I should have stuck with, maybe I should have stayed a plumber instead of becoming a lawyer. Because you're dealing with something here that's kind of disagreeable, and maybe you're reflecting on what it is that you used to do, that maybe you didn't have to deal with this kind of energy. And now we've got a situation that simply takes you by surprise. The foe, the enemy, the female enemy. Like I said, for some of you, you've got a disagreeable energy coming to you approximately midweek. It comes across as maybe someone from your past, maybe someone or something that you have dealt with before. But it is a very unpleasant energy for however long it lasts. We've got you sitting here definitely in control of the situation. So you're balancing it out, you're harmonizing it, and I think for most of you, you're dealing with it yourself. But this person really doesn't bring well wishes. And more or less, they may be dealing with some sort of instability anyway, because we have the sickness here. And so you may be dealing with someone who is, frankly, a little bit off-centered. And I would think your best bet here is to deal with them the best way you know how and move on. And just simply move on. There are some people that we deal with as we progress through our business day that, sometimes we're best just to let that piece of business go. Just to consider it sometimes a loss and to move on. Because you can't please everybody. And I get the feeling for some of you, it is someone who is just not pleased. We have acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change, like disagreeable customers, like situations that come up that you really cannot control. Abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in my physical reality. So, whatever you're working on, and I really think it's positive for you, it is going to bring you your share of abundance. And this is the basis of everything we do. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So what you're doing, Sagittarius, really comes from a true place, from the truest place in your soul to help you deliver what you need to in the best way you can, with love, with acceptance, and understanding that those two combined energies are going to lead you to your truest sense of abundance on whatever level that is, whether it's financial, whether it's personal, whether it's a bigger house. in your day-to-day practice, you're going to come up across these kind of energies, the ones that do not mean you well. And to some people, this is going to be the curse. The foe, the female foe here, she can bring curses. She can sometimes deliver, especially when she's here with the Seven of Swords, this mischief maker. She can bring a bit of bad will. I'm not even going to call it a curse. When someone wishes bad will upon you, it can have physical effects on you, on your life, on your dealings, on the everyday, because people have powerful uses within their minds and can affect the way life progresses. And so there is something here that feels like for some of you it wants to hinder your progress here. It doesn't come across as a friendly energy, not in any way, shape, or form. So it can come through as bad will. It can come through as negative communication that is put there simply to hurt. But it feels like you're overcoming it by the end of the week.